Hello, my name is Shirleyself, and I'm here to talk astrology. And today I wanted to demonstrate to you how you calculate your moon phase. Now, there are several free programs on the internet, astrological programs that you can access. One of them that I like is astroseek.com. That's ASTRO-SEEK.com. The problem with the free computer or free programs on the computer is that they have their limitations. Like they may not have that tiny little town that you were born in Oklahoma or wherever. And this one that I'm recommending, AstroSeek, does not give you any information before 1800. So if you want to go back in time, you're going to have to find a more complete computer program. So the information that you need in order to do your chart is you need the date, the time, and the place you were born. Now some people don't know what time they were born, and in a case like that, just cast it for noon, 12 p.m., because that's right in the middle of the day. Each day the moon can travel. Its average travel rate is 13 degrees a day. It can move faster and it can move slower, but that's the average. And so doing a noon chart will put you kind of in the middle of it. The sun and moon, let me turn this for you. They can be kind of hard to find in the chart. Now, some charts you'll have maybe 4 or 5 planets all stuffed into one small house, and it can be difficult to figure out which numbers go with which planet. But on many of these free programs, it's not only on the chart itself, but the planets will be listed in a column that will easier for you to read. Like here, the sun is in Cancer at 17 degrees 28 minutes. Which brings me to another thing. In order to make it simpler to add what you have to add, you might want to round up any degrees that have more than 30 minutes in it. Round up for over 30 minutes. If you have less than 30 minutes, round down. It just makes it easier for you. So this is William Butler Yeats' chart. His sun is right here at 22 Gemini 51. When I round up, it will be 23 degrees. His moon is over here at 19 Aquarius 46, and I will round up because that's more than 30 minutes, and we will give him a 20 degree Aquarius moon. Now how we calculate this is we have to find the number of degrees between the sun and the moon, and you go counterclockwise. So the sun is there, and we have to calculate how many degrees over here to this moon. And the way we do that is we analyze how many degrees does the sun still have to move in order to get to Cancer. Well, if at 23 degrees, it has 7 more degrees. As you know, each sign is 30 degrees long. So here we have, wrong pen, okay. Here we have 7 degrees that the sun would need in order to get out of Gemini. So we can write down 7 degrees. Now we're going to count how many, and I'm going to count how many whole signs there are between Gemini and Aquarius. Not counting Gemini, not counting Aquarius, but the whole signs. Okay, we've got, starting here with Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 times 30 is 210. Okay, now I just have to figure out how many degrees the moon has moved into Aquarius, and has it moved in 20 degrees, so I'm putting that down. I'm going to add this. That's 237 degrees between his sun and his moon. Remember, going counterclockwise. So let's look at this. Where is he here? He's 237 degrees is right here in moon phase 19. We got 231.25 here at the beginning and 244.13 here at the end, and he's right there in moon phase 19. Now if you go the wrong way, if you go between the moon and the sun, you will find the creative genius, but that isn't what you want. So make sure that you're counting from the sun to the moon and go counterclockwise. So let's do one more demonstration here. This is Tom Hanks. Now, Tom Hanks, his sun is at 17 Cancer 28. So that's the 28 is less than the 30 minutes, so we'll round down. His sun is at 17. His moon is at 9 Leo 51, so that 51 is more than 30, so we will round up to 10. So the difference between his sun and his moon is right here. Now the sun has how many degrees left to go before it hits Leo? It has 13 degrees. How many whole signs are there between the sun and the moon? None. How far has the moon moved into Leo? 10 degrees. It's 23 degrees. Okay, let's look at our system here. And here is 23 degrees. 12:51 at the beginning of phase 2 and 25:42 at the end, so he's right there in the middle. Tom Hanks is a moon phase 2. Now I'm using Tom Hanks as an example because when I first calculated it, I calculated it between the moon and the sun, and I gave him a moon phase 28. He's not a moon phase 28. Calculate between the sun and the moon, he's a moon phase 2. 28's creative genius. So that's how you do it. It's simple. Just remember to go counterclockwise, don't go the wrong direction, and start at the sun. Find out how many degrees the sun still has in the sign it's in. Then find out how many whole signs there are between the two signs of the sun, signs of the moon. Multiply by 30. And then find out how far the moon has moved into the sign it's in. And then you add those 3 things together, and you've got, it'll place you in a certain moon phase. Now, if you want to find out the moon phases of various and sundry famous people, you can use a program on the internet called Astro Databank. ASTRODATABANK. And a woman named Lois Rodden spent her life putting this together. And it has got huge amount of information of artists and politicians and serial killers and anybody famous. Chances are good you can find it on Astro Databank. And they, right there in that program, they will tell you where the sun is and where the moon is. They will also, show you the birth chart. So I recommend you use that and snoop in everybody's lives because it's interesting. It's interesting. So I'm hoping that you're well, and I pray that you stay well, and don't forget to tell the people you love that you love them. It is so important. Bye-bye.